So I guess to begin, this is the frontal bone. This is the occipital bone. This is, in this area, is the parietal bone. Right here is the temporal bone where your ear would go. Then you have some sutures, the coronal suture, which is right up here. The sagittal suture runs down the middle of the skull. Then you have the lambdoid suture, which runs along the occipital bone. The squamous suture lies up here on top of the parietal bone and the temporal bone. I guess, and then you'll have the maxilla, then the mandible. And the mandible has quite a few things on it. Let's see, I'll start with the carotid process, which is up here. The mandibular ramus, which is right in here. The mandibular notch, which is right here. Then the mandibular condyle, which is right here. And then you have, let's see, the mental foramen, which is these little notches right here. Let's see, and then there's the zygomatic bone, which is kind of like your cheekbone. Then, of course, you have your nasal bone. Your lacrimal bone is on the inside of your eye. And then your ethmoid bone is behind the lacrimal bone. It's back in here. Let's see, then going back to the ear, you have the external acoustic meatus, which would be in this area, right here by your ear. Then you have the mastoid process, which comes down to this notch right here. The styloid process, you can't see it on here, but it would have like a little appendage that would run down in this area. The inferior conch lies right here behind the external acoustic meatus. Let's see, then we can go into the inside of your mouth, which would be, let's see, so your ethmoid bone on the inside is right up here. Then your sphenoid, kind of back behind the ethmoid bone. Then you have the optic canal, which kind of runs into your throat. Then then it has these little canals that go the foramen rotundum, then the foramen ovale, the foramen spinosa, and then the foramen lacrimum, the carotid canal, and then the internal acoustic canal, so that's back at your ear again. The jugular foramen, which is in the back, the hypoglossal, which is right above where the spinal canal is going to come in, and then the foramen magnum, and then that's what starts the spinal canal. Let's see. So another suture line would be the nasofrontal suture, which is the frontal bone where it meets the nasal bone. Let's see, what am I missing? The temporal bone again. The infraorbital fissure is right in here. Let's see, the zygomatic bone again. The perpendicular plate of ethmoid bone. It's way back in here. The vomer bone is in this area. The greater palatine is back again behind the teeth. Let's see, we did the mental foramen notches. let's see, the supraorbital bone. So supra would be up here, it's above it. Let's see. The ramus of mandible, which is back here, back by the teeth. The infraorbital is right here at the base of the eye. The infraorbital foramen is right in here. It's kind of like a divot. The zygomatic frontal suture runs off the side of the eye. The sphenogomatic suture, it's kind of, again, it's right on the back here in the eye. The zygomatic process is right here by the eye. And I think that's about it. So I think I got them all. So I hope you liked my video. I'm sorry it's not a very good picture, but I tried.